865. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. I feel kind of weird. I just don't feel right. Really tired. I wish someone was my girlfriend, anybody. I just need to lay on somebody or lay on something. I'm so tired. I really need to lay on something. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I wanted to make this video, because I was thinking about some stuff earlier today. Actually, when I was taking a shower, I started thinking about Pokemon stuff, and I was just like, I really need to make a video on some things, because there are some things that are actually kind of important, tier-wise. Now, some people may think it's a little too early to predict tiers. I fucking disagree, because I want to tell everybody something. In case you don't already know that Overused is a thing, it basically came out like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it's been on Showdown, and you can use it as a tier and blah, so shit. So basically, not only is it a tier that's playable, but here's the thing. You can use all new megas and blah, blah, blah. But the big thing is, I want to talk about poison for a second. Poison types. Well, and poison moves. Mega Beedrill's now a thing. And I'm sure every half-decent to good Overused player knows Gunk Shot Greninja is a thing. And that people, friends, children of all ages, whatever you want to call yourselves, fucking meta changing. Because of, well, X, Y, and Z reasons, which are on my list. And I apologize for the video, my audio and the whatever in the last video glitched up like the others. I don't think glitched is bad. It's still glitched, so I don't know why. And I'm not re-recording. I'm very tired. I hope if this one does, someone better tell me, because I will re-record this one. I'm getting a little pissed off with my webcam. It's starting to really annoy me. Not as much a few other things in my actual real life, but you know, that's a different story. So Gunk Shot Greninja is a thing. Now the thing is, I've seen a few people's vids. Now the thing is that bothers me. I understand people get their teams from other people and whatever, and they don't make them, etc., etc., etc. Also, yay. I'll be eating that later. I already had like half of it if anyone noticed. You probably didn't. It was originally about up to like here. Now there's a chunk of it out, and this is the bottom. Yeah, okay. That's, yeah, okay. Now the thing is, Greninja has an issue that's called I have bad 4 move slot syndrome. Now, the thing with Gunk Shot, while it's a great addition to his move pool, and it effectively obliterates Sylveon, and it obliterates Azumarill as a check, point blank. It just obliterates both of them, quite frankly. And I'll get into this a little more, but I want to say right now, my prediction, Gardevoir itself could drop to UU very easily. Mega Gardevoir will likely stay. Gardevoir will still stay banned. Gardevoir itself could go to UU in like a second, because before, even regular Gardevoir can take on Greninja moderately well. Now with the addition of Gunk Shot, and plus the actually boost it got this gen, nope. Azumarill, same deal. Ice Beam, Scald, Dark Pulse, Extra Sensory, I'll do like dick all. You can use HP Fire, or that will do absolutely no damage. HP Grass will deal some, but it won't deal enough to AV variants, and you'll just be left hitting, get hit with Play Rough, and probably fall over and just collapse and faint. Yes, the bunny plays rough, and then the frog faints. It sounds like a very weird cockfight, but okay. Now, the other thing is, eliminate those two. And the thing is, I predict, now people may say it's a little audacious and a little bold to predict this early. I don't care. I predict Sylveon going to UU. I really do. Now, hear me out. Here's my reasoning. Azumarill is a part water type. Okay, people got to bear with this for a second. Azumarill checks the living hell out of Keldeo. Azumarill doesn't give a fuck about what Keldeo does. Unless it's randomly Hidden Power Poison or something, or Hidden Power Grass, or Hidden Power Electric. Then you're in a bit more trouble if it's specs, but otherwise you're fine. Sylveon cannot, like, take Specs Hydros that well from Keldeo. Since a lot of people use it more physically defensive, take, like, knockoffs and U-turns, whatever, you think it can take that much power from both ends? I don't think so. And the thing is that while its Hyper Voice is strong, Heatran exists, Magnezone's really rising in popularity for those who pay attention. Because people are like, they're Mega Pedro and Mega Ments spam. Picking Mega Ments. Mega Ments, be honest, everybody, it's likely to get quick banned, I'll be honest, right now. And that's what a lot of people predicting. I think I've heard Thunder Blunder predict that. I've heard a lot of people predict that. And I believe it to be pretty true. I haven't found smoking forums much lately, but I do certainly believe that it will be inevitably, Salamence will be kicked up tubers where it belongs, because it's bulky as hell. It has good attack. It has very good speed. Its physical defense is astronomical. Its special defense is half decent. It's not going to go down to one attack. It's just not. Even an Ice Shard, after you intimidate, a Life Orb Ice Shard from Mammo does like 75. You're not killing it. And if it has +1 already, you're going to get frustration and you're going to like be obliterated. There's nothing left of that Mammo's Spine. Nothing. And I know Joey Pokemon used what was this I used? Yeah, the Dragon Dance Mono Attack, Dragon Dance Roost Sub Frustration. That's dangerous. That's fucking dangerous. I wouldn't screw with that set. But a lot of people predicted that. And back to what I was saying before about like how people get their team. I'm gonna go back to Greninja now a little bit. But and the thing is, Gardevoir will likely move down. I'm going to talk about this first before I go back to Greninja. Gardevoir will move down, most likely, itself. Sylveon will. Azumarill won't, on the grounds that it stops Keldeo. Unlike Sylveon, it can actually lift a fucking Iron Head from a Bisharp and not just fall completely over and be flicked and just die. And that's the truth. That's, so Azu will stay OU for those reasons. Plus, he also, to some extent, with his more mammoth HP stat, takes physical hits better than Sylveon does, even when fully invested in some cases. So the thing is, Sylveon, while having a very powerful Hyper Voice, Azu has a player off which smacks the living shit out of everything. Plus, you also have a chance to lower attack stats. And on something like Keldeo, it doesn't matter, but say you pop, I don't know. Breloom's a bad example. No one's going to switch a Breloom directly into an Azumarill. That's a terrible example. But Sylveon has the one advantage over Loom that if Loom is spored something, Sylveon pops Loom. If it's sub-spore and like Focus Punch or Drain Punch, it just pops Loom. It destroys. Like, there's no question. Azu can't do that. And I detest Loom, so that to me is a plus of Sylveon. Plus, it's cute. In fact, I think I named quite a few of mine I'm adorable. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm not saying no one misinterpret what I just said. I'm not calling myself adorable. I'm not that vain, believe me. What else? Let me think. What's the other mana Azu takes on? Azu also takes on Heatran a lot better than Sylveon ever could. Because if you have HP Ground, Mega Scissor comes in on you. If you decide for whatever reason to run that. If you have HP Fire, Train comes in on you all day. Sylveon's got 4 moveset in bad. You got to pick. Do you want it to be a freaking Cleric and a Wish thing, Wish support, or do you want it to have an extra move slot so it can kill a few extra threats that actually, annoy it and stop it from, like, effectively performing its other duties of clerical and, like, whatever, and of Wish passing, etc. But if you don't have Inpower Fire Ground to, like, knock those foes down, you're screwed against one or both of them. That's what really... And Azu doesn't have that issue. Azu has a decent degree of bulk already. With huge power, he has good attack. Plus either Choice Band, or even if he has just Assault Vest, he has good attack. And he can pop holes, or he can just be a flat-out truck. And he also has the benefit, like I said, taking on Bisharp better, taking on several other threats better in general than Sylveon can. And that's the thing that will keep Azu in the ranks of OU. Plus taking on Specs Keldeo way better. You're going to take a Hydra or Scald way better than Sylveon would, especially if you're AV. You're not going to care. And the player's going to OHKO it. It's not going to matter. I think Keldeo has a small chance of full to live Sylveon's Hyper Voice. I know AV Azu, if it's not invested Sylveon. I know AV Azu OHKOs, I think. So, Banded, rather. Definitely OHKOs. I know that, obviously. But, whatever. The only thing with neither of them take on Pharaoh. And that's the other thing I want to get into. Like I said, Magnezone's rising in popularity too. That's another reason Sylveon might move. See, Azumarill can't take on that, though. Really, none of the fairies can. Because it's part electric. But, the advantage Azu has, it can run AV relatively effectively minus lack of healing. You can live anything but a Specs Analytic T-Ball. Specs Analytic Zone hurts. I'm going to tell everybody something. I just took one on a few minutes ago in a battle on Showdown. You do not want to fight that thing. No, it was doing a crit did 45% to my Porygon 2. That's disgusting. It shouldn't do that much fucking damage. That's nauseating. Absolutely, that's too strong. No, fuck you. But that thing, it's notorious now because people obviously have been using it to trap Scarm. They use it to trap Pharaoh, which shut down Mega Ments to an extent. Obviously, Scarm completely shuts down the mono attacking Mega Ments. Scarm's a complete wall to Mega Beedrill. Doesn't give a shit about it. It also traps Pharaoh, which gives Mega Man some difficulty and gives Beedrill a lot of difficulty, particularly Iron Barbs. U-turn will hurt after a while, but like 2 or 3 of them are going to really wear the thing down. But the thing is that it's not going to fucking matter if your Pharaoh's basically gone. Like, it's weak to a point where anything gets rid. Like, say, Greninja's Ice Beam. So, I mean, that's the thing. Zone is rising in popularity. In case people don't know why, Zone could very well, if the meta stays as it is, Zone could be S tier, in my opinion. But again, who am I? I'm only in the high 1200s on the Orson ladder. I'm not even on the ladder. So I'm not one to say. The thing is that I was in the mid 13s until no one said I took an arrow to the knee. Don't make that smart ass comment. No, don't I took an arrow to the knee. And that I hope died out a while ago. For God's sake. Until basically hold on one sec, guys. Yeah, like, one match, literally, I had my P2 left, a half health Rotom, and something else, and it was versus a Magazone at Sceptile and a Scissor at plus 2. No, plus 4. P2 is at 100%. Let me tell people something right now. I have 64 defense EVs and max HP. A plus 4 Bullet Punch would not OHKO full P2 is probably like 70%. Fucking OHKOs with a crit. He was at 2% by the time he took Life Orb. If I got one attack on him about that goddamn crit, he would have been gone. He had a Mega Sceptile, which I would have let anyone hit. It would have been Ice Beam dead. Then, because he would have no choice, then he had a Magnezone, which was the Specs Analytic one I was talking about. That's a fucking prick set, and it's really good, though. Scarf Zone, I don't understand why people run that as much. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. With enough speed, you outspeed Scarm anyway, and you'll typically get the Analytic boost anyway because Zone's so piss slow. I don't follow that train of logic, but sure. Or fuck floats their boat, I guess. Or make some merry. But yeah, Scarf Zone's a little weird. So, and this thing, since it was Specs not Scarfed, that's the one advantage. Scarfed. Wait, no. Scarf doesn't even outspeed Mega Beedrill. Never mind. If you're Jolly, it doesn't outspeed it. Because I don't think Scarf Tran does. This guy switched out. He has Scarf Tran. Now, let me tell. Okay, Spadef Tran I understand. Balloon Tran I understand in this meta to an extent. Because HP Ice, HP Ice Lander's Eyes. I guess Scarf Comp is the same thing. But HP Ice is a weak as shit move to be locked into. Even in 4th Efficient with 70 power. No reason for that. And I'm just like, I sit there and watch my Lander's Eye get popped. I'm like, excuse me? Your Scarf? Hello? So, guy was either noob, or he just knew how to surprise the hell out of his opponents. I don't know which one. Maybe both. Point being, it was still an interesting idea. The Spec Zone I really do adore, though. That I'm fond of because I can see that working a lot better than Scarf. Scarf, again, whatever floats peels boats, but it's like, it just causes me pain. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So, in my drill, either way, I think if he was Scarf 2, he's fucking Scarf 2, I would have spent him by a couple points. And the thing was, I drill run. Because you're on drilling for Heatran, Zone, whatever. I would have drill run the shit out of this Magnezone. It would have been gone. Goodbye. And if something happened in the unlikely event of P2 against Sceptile, because he didn't have Focus Miss. This guy had Hidden Power Fire. I'm telling people right now he had HP Fire. Because he never used Focus Blast on my P2 once. Didn't even try to hit it. Implying that I'm like, you're one of those cheeky people who tries to OHKO Ferrothorn. Are you that guy? Okay. So basically, when he has a Scarf Heatran and a Magnezone, he must really hate Ferrothorn. I'm sorry, that's weird. Focus Blast or Earthquake's generally better, but whatever. Because then Tran comes in wall. If HP Fire Dragon Pulse Giga Drain, he laughs at you. And after Rocks, a +1 Miles, I think just OHKOs. But nevertheless, yeah. So I would have drill run the fuck out of this thing. I would speed tie the Sceptile, and if he was modest, I would have won the speed tie. There was no speed tie then, because I outspeed him by like a little bit, and I would have just poison jab or U-turn him to death. No. Does that happen? Nope. Unfrickin' real. So I lose because a crit on my P2. That is what caused me to lose, though. Not the other stuff, the crit. But this other battle was comedic. I won't really get into it much. All I'll say is P2's ability is broken. The next Trace is people underrated. I'm gonna get into this another video about the probably 5 most abilities I think are broken as hell and are just so good. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to Greninja now because I was going a bit into fairies. I'm sorry if I'm squinting too. I'm checking how much time I got. So I'm getting to fairies a little bit and not fairies. I'm getting Greninja a little bit. That sounded really wrong. But yeah, Greninja has 4 moveslot syndrome. And the thing was, I think it was a video that Chimpack posted that I saw, and I don't know who gave him the team. I would love to know who on Smoking gave him this team, if it was a guy on Smoking, or whoever the hell it was, because he used a Greninja, I think, on one of his teams didn't have Ice Beam, which is like, I'm just going to fall over now, because that's dumb. Whoever gave him that team, you need to work on your Greninja sets. It had like Dark Pulse, Hydro, HP Fire, and like Gunk Shot. Now, Hydro and HP Fire, fine. You want to wax Pharaoh, fine. Hydro Pump's obvious. You need either that or Scald. Gunk Shot's obvious too. Basically, I hate to say Gunk Shot's obvious, but it is. People who think, oh, I can get away without Gunk Shot? No. Unless you want Sylveon to Zoom Roll switch into you all day. And then just hit you with Hyper Voice or Player Off and just crush you. So that's a thing. But Dark Pulse is understandable. Hydro hits Gengar hard anyway. So I don't. Whoever gave him that team, I kind of wonder. But whatever. It wasn't his team, so I definitely don't judge him. Chimpack's a good battler. Like, I've watched a lot of his videos. He's a really good battler. But it was just weird to me, I guess. I don't know. I'd be so close. I'd be like literally 50 points would be on the ladder. I'm so mad. Stupid fucking crit. Stupid scissor. Oh, I'm salty. I wish I had a freaking shirt. My shirt on that said got salt. I'm so pissed. Actually, I know a guy who gets even saltier when he plays Slayer. They tell me that it was the NU team he made. I'm thinking, why are you still playing? You said you could quit. But you can't quit. It's not that easy. And plus, the thing is, I told him, just try a different tier. Once you do that, you'd probably like it. But yeah, so back to Greninja. My personal favorite sets, Hydro or Scald, then Ice Beam, because dragons are everywhere, especially Mega Mets. I mean, just, you want to Oko that thing, and you want to Oko Mega Sceptile right when it Mega Evolves, Ice Beam. And then I personally like HP Fire or HP Grass, one of those two, and then Gunk Shot. Because HP Fire to surprise them nasty Pharaohs blow them out of the water. HP Grass for Rotom Wash, for Keldeo, whatever, just to hit Keldeo harder and more accurately in Gunk Miss, and also hit Rotom Wash more accurately in Gunk Miss. And HP Fire, obviously, if you're paranoid of Pharaoh, like I said, and whatever else you might need to. Maybe, I don't know, Skarmory without risking Hydro Miss. I don't know, if you're not running Scald. So, yeah. Again, those moves are interchangeable, intertwinable, whatever. But, yeah, so that's my 2 cents. That's the one thing Greninja has really, I find, wrong with it. Because if there was 5 moves in a move slot, Greninja, I don't even know how good he'd be. He'd probably be, like, in the top 5 OU, if he's not already. I know he's already S tier, but he would be probably S tier in Oris. I'm not sure if in regular OU, but he'd be God tier. But anyway, guys, like I said, I do highly predict Sylveon to move down. Regular Gardevoir definitely probably move down. Gardevoir might still stay banned. Oz will stay OU, only because of the reasons I said earlier. The other one that's going to be very interesting is if for whatever reason Mega Men's lingers around, why people haven't thought of this yet, Granbull. Of all things, Granbull might have a better chance against it. Unaware Clefable's a thing too, that's the other one will stay OU. Clefable's staying OU. Clefable is incredible. Do not ever sleep on it or underestimate it as a defensive threat. Like, it will wall everything. It does not ever die. Like, it sits there with that derpy look, you think it's so innocent. No. No. Oh, the thing is notorious. It literally takes everything. It's such a good mod. It's incredible. It really is. I'm just stupid. But yeah. But I think a few people said it. Like I said earlier, Blunder said it. Thunder Blunder 777. Richard Kane and Wi-Fi, a bunch of people said it. Mentz is probably getting le boot, so Grand Bull will not probably rise in usage much if at all. But if Mentz ever did stay OU, Grand Bull is one of the few physically defensive off the bat Fairy Mons, and maybe I'll take Mega Mentz on. I don't know. Fuck knows. Mentz is super stupid though. Like honestly, I don't know how to say that about Mega, but Mentz is really Mega Gross will definitely be OU. I've covered this a little bit in past vids, but I digressed a little bit at some points. Metagross itself may stay UU. Metagrossite is going to be BL in a second, or OU. You cannot have Mega Metagross in UU. You cannot. It will literally shatter holes in the game. You can't do that. That's a thing. That's about it. Another reason Sylveon will probably move down. Another reason Gardevoir. Gardevoir's not taking a Tough Claws Bullet Punch even without a boost. It's not taking it. No way. It's physical defense's ass. Unlike Glade, Glade's not part fairy. And when it Megas, gets 30 defense. Like, Glade's incredible. Glade is going to probably be UU itself, and Gladite is going to be banned to OU for all of eternity. It will never be. Gladite will never be in the U tier. It cannot be. It will pop souls, like, apart. But yeah. So, yeah, guys, that's my predictions on some of that new stuff with the fairies and the poison types rising. Poison types will see a little bit of a rise, especially Volturn with Beedrill may become popular at Oris's outset. I don't know. I've seen a fair bit of it so far in just like the testing. People, mess around, whatever. It is a fun mon. I've used it a little bit already, like in a couple battles. It's interesting. I like Mega Beedrill. It's paper fucking thin though. So if you don't have good defensive backbone, it will die to anything. So bad. Especially have a stop the Talonflame at least one, because oh my god. What's a U-turn? I quatters this. What's a drill run? I'm immune. What's a poison jab? Brave bird, you hit me. But Beedrill speed is what really makes elite. You outspeed Tornadus, Greninja, Talonflame who uses Flare Blitz. You outspeed. I think you outspeed Excelgor. You outspeed like every relevant and even some non-relevant speed shit in OU. You outspeed Scarfers like Timid Scarfexo, like I said. I think you outspeed Modest Scarf Magneton. You outspeed a lot of Pokemon. Like, that thing is blazingly fast. That is, I know a lot of people like. You outspeed Dugtrio. You outspeed Keldeo Terrakion. You outspeed everything relative that's remotely fast in the OU metagame. You outspeed Mega Gallade, Mega Metagross, Mega Diancie, Mega Lopunny. You outspeed everything. There's not... Beedrill is the end-all to, like, speed. It's 145. Like, mind blown. But yeah, it's a fun mod. It's just, like I said, just have defensive backbone, guys. Because if you don't, and you're trying to use that thing, it is the literal epitome of the word glass cannon. It's worse than Rampardos. Oh, Rampardos has more attacks, so anything it touches basically falls. But Beedrill at least has speed. I'm like, Rampy is so slow without Rock Polish. So, I guess they both have advantages and disadvantages, whatever. So, but yeah, I hope people enjoyed this. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that stuff, so. This has gotten kind of long, so I kept looking. So 7865, I'm out of here. New vid probably tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, something like that. So might have some more ORS stuff. Like I said, I was thinking in the shower. I was kind of going over it in my head. I'm like, I gotta make a vid on this. It's just stuck. I need to like get it out of me. So I figured, why not? So hey guys, 7865, I'm out of here. Bye guys.